Welcome back to Danny's Karma, where the universe speaks and the vibe is real. Don't forget to hit the like button, please. Everyone should have gotten their numbers. Hey, Astro. Hey, sis. So this time I just sent out like intuitive numbers. It's really to the order, but they may mean something to everyone. So don't forget to look those up, okay? Especially in the matters of the heart and finance and career. Hey, love. Hi, Life with Nisi. Hey, love. How are you? Haha, loving the new look. Girl. Girl. This is me not wanting to comb my hair today. It'd be like that. Yeah, me not wanting to comb my hair today. Me just like being extremely busy. I had 4 readings today. I am drained. So, oh really? Okay. What do you mean, sis? It got you. It's funny. Like, are you trying to make fun of me? That's gonna be me again tomorrow. I wear my head wrap when I don't want to. Yeah, exactly. And I wash my hair every Sunday, and I didn't. So, for those of you that have curly hair, you know, once we comb out the curls, it's like this. That's what my hair looks like, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm not doing anything with it. I had a lot of readings today. Thank God. I'm super blessed, very grateful, but I am so tired. So I am closing out questions. I only have a few. I didn't pull any specific cards. I just sent out, you know, everybody's number in order. So again, they may mean something if you fell in that order. Oh, you love it? Okay, okay, okay. I thought you got a jack. You got jacked or something. I know. This is like my Brooklyn look. I used to wear head wraps all the times in New York, especially because it was so cold. And, you know, my mother's like, don't be wearing your hair wet outside when it's snowing, you know, when it's cold out. You know how that be. All right, so questions are closed. I will be back on Thursday, hopefully. Everybody should have gotten their numbers. All right, let me just say a quick prayer and then we'll get started. I miss you guys. I wasn't on live yesterday and I felt so guilty. I felt so guilty, but I need the rest. I am exhausted. I am exhausted. All right, so let's get started. We're going to start off. Again, everybody check. Make sure they got their numbers, please and thank you. We're going to start off with number 1111. Yes, amen. I need the break. I'm exhausted. Okay. You can't give us. Exactly. Thank you. Hey, Dorian. Hey, Boo. Exactly. I can't give if I'm empty, and I've been so drained energetically. So, for sure. All right, number 11. 11. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. It does. Readings take a lot of energy. Number 1111. Does my sister S have secret animosity towards me? I felt like some card just flipped, but it may be for a reason. Let's see. Does my sister S have secret animosity, jealousy towards number 1111? Does her sister have a secret animosity or jealousy towards her? Page of Cups and the Moon. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. There's a little hypocrisy here. There is. Justice. There is hypocrisy here. Ace of Wands, the Moon, the Devil. Damn. That's somebody very envious and jealous. I'm sorry. Nine of Wands. She may feel like, why her? Why you? Why do you get all the opportunities? Ace of Pentacles and the Star. Why do you get all the attention? Okay, why are you so stable? Why do you get new beginnings? She may also be a little bit jealous of your looks, you know. Six of Cups. Oof, that is definitely her. That's your sister. I don't know if she's older than you, or, you know, I don't know. This card could mean so many different things. Six of Cups speaks about family, friends, people you have memories with, but I don't know. There's like I just looked older sister, younger sister. Nine of Swords. Yeah. Eight of Cups. There's a lot around stability. I don't know if there's also around something with your mother. Maybe, I don't know. There's something here about stability. There's something here about like, why are you so successful? Why do you get all the attention? She may feel like there's always a balance for her to struggle. There's always like, how could I explain this? Like a struggle for her when it comes to her balance. To come to start of like new opportunities, her moving forward. I feel like so she always compare herself to you. So yes. Yeah. You know, these are insecurities within herself. Chapters she needs to close. Okay. Why is the Queen of Swords and the Three of Swords, the King of Cups? She probably feels like she lacks some kind of love here. Okay. Four of Pentacles. Yeah. Why is the King of Cups here? This makes me... She may also feel like around your love life, there's a lot of victory or triumph or something like that. So yes, she does. I couldn't get around that energy. That's an absolute yes. And it is secret because the moon was there. I mean, it's not so secret if you feel it. I'm gonna be quite honest. You know, your intuition tells you all. All right, number 2222. Number 2222. Happy Tuesday, boo. Thank you so much. Y'all need to come and take a trip over here to South Florida. Okay. For sure. Long story short, the twin and I have decided to keep it friends. He's just focused on his career. I know it's BS, but it's expected. You did tell me a while ago to go into this without expectations. We spoke about it, so I'm wondering how he feels about it truly, because he's a damn Pisces. I'm already side-eyeing him because the way we view Capricorn. It's how I'm viewing a Pisces. Interesting. Okay. How is he truly feeling about this? Friends. Keeping it as friends. How is he truly feeling about keeping this as friends? The Pisces, the twin. Eight of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. How is he truly feeling about keeping this as friends? The Emperor. I do see him very, 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 very committed into his job. A lot of stability, wanting to, you know, grow financially, wanting to remain in control also. Eight of Pentacles, Five of Swords. Yeah. Queen of Swords. I feel like he's using work though as a distraction. Two of Swords, Ten of Swords, Page of Wands. He does feel some kind of way. I don't know why I feel like he feels like you should, Five of Swords, Eight of Pentacles, like win him at all costs, or wanting him to, you know, wanting to chase him. He does want the chase, that I do want to say, but he feels like it's the right thing to do right now is to focus on his stability, his career. King of Pentacles and the Emperor. And he also knows he needs to change. As far as the Emperor and the King of Pentacles, him changing into daddy energy. You know, that's my daddy energy. That's that husband. Yeah, Queen of Cups to be right for you emotionally. I respect that. Nine of Wands. And the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, he looks back on it. What's the Ten of Swords? The Nine of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Page of Pentacles. I mean, he is stressed about it. But with the Queen of Swords, that's him trying to bury himself at work. That's him trying to create some kind of distraction. You know what I mean? Ace of Cups, Three of Swords, yeah, and the Six of Wands. See, the thing is that he sees you as wish fulfillment, but with the King of Swords, that's him trying to distract himself from that. So he's keeping himself into this energy. He doesn't like it. He doesn't like it. And I do want to say that he is going through it. He is feeling it. But I also want to say that he feels like you need to chase him. Chariot. Two of Wands. You know, you need to fight harder. Like there's a underlying wanting you to chase him. Yeah, well, you know, even though he's the one that brought it up, he feels like maybe you should, you know, you should have, again, this is like, how could I say, like an ego thing. Not to say go and chase him, hell no, but it's an ego thing. It's an ego thing on his end. Like you shouldn't have maybe taken it so lightly. Maybe you should be the one kind of chasing him, you know, wanting to fight for it kind of situation. What can I expect in love? What can number 2222 expect in love? What's coming up in love for number 2222? Death, Five of Cups. Oh, sorry. That's the Queen of Cups and the Five of Cups. So I feel like, you know, there's the ending. There's some kind of disappointment around, you know, Queen of Cups. This could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Page of Swords. And the King of Wands. Okay. Death, Magician. Yeah. Queen of Cups, Three of Wands. I feel like there's distance coming between you and someone that you feel very emotionally tied to. I feel here with the Death and the Magician, there's something here that you're trying to manifest, some kind of change. I feel like you will move away from this disappointment, the World, and the Knight of Cups. There may be someone that you may be meeting online or start texting. This could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. All right. I feel like you are standing your ground. Okay. I feel like intuitively you're going to start feeling like Five of Cups. I need to move past this. Okay. I feel like you could definitely be entertaining someone. There's talk here. Tell me about this King of Wands. Seven of Cups, the Devil. This could be a Capricorn. Okay. This could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, Virgo, or a Taurus. I feel like regardless, you're going to have many options coming up. Emperor, Five of Wands. Yeah, there's competition here. You're going to have competition. And then what? What happens? King of Pentacles. Damn. Ace of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. Oh, there's a commitment. What is this? Damn. Okay. Something unexpected. You're going to feel really good about it. Justice. It's karmic justice for you. Page of Wands. You got some kind of new beginning. All right. King and the Queen of Pentacles. You got commitment. Ace of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. Okay. There's a marriage here. Five of Swords, the Star, and the Two of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, Knight of Wands. But be careful because you're looking back on another situation. You may want to run back to another situation. Four of Cups, Three of Swords, and a Four of Swords, okay? Make sure you're stepping into whatever you want with the right intention. So if you really want to date and you really want a commitment, you're stepping into it with intention. I feel like you will have options. Some options, though, are still, you know, non-committal situations, etc., etc. Girl, okay. Let us know. How does July look for number 2222? How does July look for number 2222? How does July look for number 2222? July. Hold on. Your kids may annoy you in July. They may fight a lot, okay? They may fight a lot. Six of Swords and the Three of Cups. Be careful of gossip. The Three of Cups wanted to come out in reverse. Knight of Wands. You may start dating. Three of Pentacles. Yep. What does July look like? 5 of Wands. Okay. 6 of Swords, Devil. 4 of Swords, Knight of Wands, 9 of Wands. 3 of Pentacles, Page of Wands, and the 5 of Wands, the Hangman. There may be an argument coming up at work. Be careful. 2 of Cups. Why is it Devil? Ace of Pentacles. You may have a Capricorn coming towards you, girl. The Fool. You have a new beginning coming in love. The Lovers. Okay, you could be dating. 4 of Swords. 7 of Pentacles. You're really going to think this out. 9 of Wands and the Knight of Wands. King of Pentacles. Damn. Heavy earth sign. Why is the 9 of Wands and the Knight of Wands, though? 10 of Swords. I still feel you trying with someone inconsistent. Okay, I feel you not wanting to give up on that situation. All right. I feel like there's going to be a shift. What's the 5 of Wands? 2 of Pentacles, 9 of Swords, and the Ace of Cups. I feel like you're going to have competition coming up. This is all about love. All right. And I feel like you're going to shift your perception on competition. I feel like you're going to go a little bit back and forth on these options. 9 of Swords, 8 of Cups. I feel like you're going to end up voicing that you're going to emotionally detach from someone because you want to create some kind of breakthrough. What else in July? 5 of Pentacles, the Justice, and the 7 of Cups. 5 of Pentacles, 6 of Wands. I feel like you're going to leave people out in the cold that you feel is not in alignment with you. All right. And you're going to move towards someone here. But I feel like there's a big voicing of a rejecting energy here. 7 of Wands, 8 of Swords, and the 8 of Pentacles. What's that about? 10 of Wands. There may be some kind of burdens coming up at work. But you'll move past it. Girl, you got big transformation coming up. There may be something around a car. All right, some kind of transformation around a car, a new car or something like that. But you got love coming in. I feel like you're going to be putting someone to an end, though. You're going to be feeling in a very much more confident energy, and that's what you're going to be like. 2 of Swords. Like I'm blocking out anybody that's not emotionally available. It's not my job. Anything else in July? Anything else in July? Anything else in July? Ace of Pentacles, 10 of Cups. You got some kind of stability coming in. You got happiness coming in. Tower. Something unexpected. 3 of Wands. You may have some kind of travel also coming up. King of Cups. I feel like you're going to be distancing yourself from someone that you feel emotions for. It could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. You got an unexpected love coming in. 2 of Wands. And I feel like you're going to start focusing on the present. It's almost like focusing on someone else. Focusing on something that actually has like a path, like a plan. 4 of Pentacles. 4 of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, and a 9 of Swords. 2 of Swords. But I feel like there's anxiety on some kind of new opportunity here. The Star. You're going to take a leap of faith towards a love situation. Yep. And it's going to be very happy. You may have also some kind of opportunity at work that you may hold back from, but you're going to have the Knight of Wands, 5 of Wands. I don't know if there's a lot of competition around this situation. You're going to get anxiety. There could be some kind of recognition or promotion or something new that may come up as far as work, but you may feel like you want to hold back from this. I don't know, maybe the pay isn't good enough or something like that. I feel like you overthinking options and the confusion is coming to an end. Temperance. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles and the Moon. The Moon. 7 of Pentacles. You may start investing in someone, but quietly. Judgment. Yeah, Queen of Cups. I don't know. I feel like you're still holding on to the Pisces, but you may not be telling him like, hey, I'm interested in someone. I'm talking to somebody. I feel like you're going to keep that very close to your heart. All right, my love. Number 3333. You're welcome. Love you too, boo. Number 3333. Be careful of a pregnancy, 3333. My breast started hurting just now. Or my right breast. There may be something about that, but I all of a sudden got pregnancy. Damn. Okay. Okay. Thank you so much. I love you, girl. All right, let's see. Let's see what's coming up between the Libra and number 3333. Let's see what's coming up, and then we'll clarify if it's going to be a friends, lover, relationship. What's coming up for number 333 and the Libra? Okay, girl. King of Pentacles, Page of Cups, and the Six of Wands. Girl. Nine of Pentacles. And the High Priestess. Judgment. King of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, Page of Cups, Strength, Six of Wands, Emperor, Nine of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, and the High Priestess and the Tower. What in the world? Girl, Knight of Wands. I see you giving to this person. I'm going to be quite honest. There's a very strong connection, but you're anxious about it, and you may want to hold back. Is this her? Hangman, yes or no? That's a maybe to me. Three of Wands, you may want to distance yourself. This is like that same energy, you know, like trying to run away. But I feel like this is a very happy situation. Knight of Swords. Somebody here could be voicing like they want love. Okay, this definitely looks really, really good. Things may go a little fast. That may get you a little anxious. Hold on. What do I hear so much? Give me 1 second. Hold on. I'm so sorry. All right. Eight of Cups. I feel like when this comes in, you're holding back. You want to walk away. It scares you. Six of Wands and the Emperor. Seven of Cups. Because you want to still maybe entertain other options. Is this her? The World. How is she going to feel about this person? Empress. Knight of Pentacles. You're going to want to move slow. They're going to want to move fast. Yeah, you're the insecure one. But Emperor, Empress, girl. This could definitely move into a commitment. But I feel like the ball is going to be in your court. I'm going to be quite honest. This looks really good. You may have some kind of unexpected happiness and that freaks you out. Nine of Pentacles. And I feel like you want to hold on to your there's going to be a conversation of commitment and you're going to want to hold on to your singlehood. It's you. Two of Swords, Seven of Swords. You may be avoidant and you may be talking to somebody else in, you know, like hiding. So the commitment part may come to an end, but the ball is in your court. This definitely could move into a relationship. I'm going to be honest. I feel like this is coming. The insecurity may be from you. So what could this move into? Is this going to be friends, lovers, relationship? Eight of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. It could definitely move into stability. But look, Nine of Swords. That's you. Two of Cups. Yeah, Knight of Wands. This could definitely move into commitment, a relationship quickly. Six of Wands, very successful. Even marriage. I mean, you know, marriage to me could mean just you and this person living together, commitment. This is moving into Ace of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles. This person could be very financially stable as well. All right. But I feel like it's you looking back and like, no, I just want to be out in these streets. It's summertime, you know. I want to be out in these streets. Girl, I'm going to kick your butt. I'm going to kick your butt. This looks really, really good. This looks really, really good. You need to stop. Stop. All right. Number 4444. Okay. For number 4444, what is her divine calling? What is her divine calling? What is her divine calling? Y'all both need to stop. What is her divine calling? Number 4444. What is her divine calling? The star. The world. Interesting. The Five of Cups. I don't know. This is giving me a little bit of two things. And it's giving me more career path because you didn't specify as far as what. I get travel and I get healing. I get travel and healing. Ace of Swords. The Sun. Whoo. King of Wands. I do want to say this because it's calling out to my attention. It may not have anything to do with your divine path. The journey that you're going to be going on will be humbling. Or part of your divine calling may be humbling. There's something about almost like an ego death or bringing your something with ego or pride down a little bit. So I'm getting more of like a divine path as far as like career. There's like breakthroughs of the unknown. There's a lot of healing here. It's giving me like big Scorpio node energy. I'm gonna be quite honest. Five of Pentacles. Death. What did I say? It's giving me big time Scorpio North Node energy. Four of Pentacles. Three of Cups. I'm not sure exactly what you wanted me to pull on as far as your divine calling. Because I feel like there's a lot here on like if this question was to be on a career path, this would be like almost like a therapist or like a travel healer. Like something with traveling. You touching different lives around the world. That's what this feels like. And there's something around you manifesting a lot of healing. See, like Pisces North Node, Scorpio North Node, water sign North Node. Hey, Mitchell. Is it Mitchell? Okay, Ace of Cups. Yeah, the Lovers and the Empress. You're also meant to be in a divine union. I want to be quite honest. Okay, you're meant to. I don't remember if you have children. You're meant to. There's a lot of nurturing energy here. So you're meant to heal. You're meant to. There's something here about you standing out in the crowd when it comes to healing. What's the High Priestess? Queen of Pentacles. But I'm getting also with the World and the Sun, 10 of Cups. Yeah, Six of Pentacles and the Chariot. There's a lot of travel here involved. So what I want you to do for me is I want to break this down to you, but we may need to just send me this question through like WhatsApp and break it down exactly what you want to know as far as your divine calling, because I'm getting more of like a career path. All right, I'm getting a lot here, okay? There's something within your path that you're meant to be a mother. You're meant to have children. There's something with you being nurturing. But with the Seven of Swords, there's something about your emotions or getting in touch with it, being a little bit avoidant from it. The Fool, yeah. There's still something within your healing that still needs to manifest. With the Temperance, the Four of Pentacles, and the Magician. But you're meant to heal, okay? And I'm gonna be quite honest, it's giving me like talk therapy. But that also means within this path comes humbling of your ego, humbling. I'm going to give you an example of what I mean by that. There was a time in my life where I was humble to the point that I had to understand that things were beyond me and I had to leave it to God. And that came with a lot. And it almost humbled me to like get down on my knees and pray. So there could be a little bit of ego of like you feeling that you can control certain things. I mean, I'm getting a lot of messages here. So your divine calling comes with humbling you. And I know a lot of people don't like that word, but I mean that in a much ego kind of way, but almost submitting to the divine, submitting to some kind of feminine energy here as well. High priestess and the empress. I'm getting a lot of nurturing energy, a lot of energy. I'm not sure what your career path is, but I'm getting a lot of energy in like healthcare, but it doesn't necessarily have to be that. Just helping people. It's giving me more therapy, psychology, something like that, with travel involved. You're also very witchy, whether you know it or not. I'm not sure if you like plants. This is giving me a very vibe that I know. There could be a lot of, I don't know, plants or something like that. Like herbalist or something like that. It's like all intertwined. But there is a very big calling here for you. And that also means embodying a lot of the queens to the empress and the high priestess. And what we're missing here is the queen of cups. That's why it's giving me like a little bit of like, how could I explain this? There's a side of you that you still need to be in touch with, and that's emotionally to step into this calling. And that's why I feel like the humbling may be taking place or can take place. I hope this makes sense. And if you want something more specific, just WhatsApp me or send me a message through my Instagram and I'll break it down for you. Questions like that requires a lot more time because divine calling can mean so many different things. And like the spiritual realm, is it in your career path? And my advice from my spirit guides regarding my divine calling, advice from her spirit guides as far as this divine calling. Ten of Swords and a Five of Pentacles. Queen of Swords wanted to come out. Page of Pentacles and the Judgment. Interesting. You know, again, it's very general and very cryptic, Tower, but it is, your divine calling has a lot to do with things that you've went through. Okay, death, a lot of rebirth, a lot of the same thing. I feel like a very humbling time or experience that you could go through or you went through. All right, this may have to do with endings, betrayals, okay? Having to all experience that in order to be in some kind of alignment, unfortunately. And again, Tower and the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands, you got the King of Wands. It's almost like Queen of Wands is someone very ambitious, but also very proud, very full of, you know, like do. But in a certain aspect, still lacks some kind of, not humbling, but still lacks some kind of like nurturing energy. They're more like on the go kind of energy. Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, Five of Swords. There's a side of you that you need to let go. And what is that side? Page of Swords, King of Pentacles, Lovers, High Priestess, Page of Cups, King of Pentacles, the World, the Six of Cups. I mean, there's a lot of things that here needs to be let go of from the past that I will say. All right. And also there's your advice from your spirit guides is to stop fighting your intuition. But I also want to say with the High Priestess, stop trying to fight. Not to say you're not in a divine feminine energy, no, but stop trying to fight not only your intuition, but your emotional side. Stop trying to avoid that. There's a very big energy on success, on Nine of Pentacles, it's giving me so superficial. There's something that you're not being in touch with, and it comes much more deeper within. Wheel of Fortune, Queen of Cups, shit, exactly what I just said. It's just hard to put into words. Wheel of Fortune, King and Queen of Cups, that nurturing side and having that balance. So this would be almost, this advice is almost going through painful things and letting things harden you. Not having a balance of where situations happen, it teaches us lessons, but it doesn't change who we are emotionally. Example, if we went through a really bad breakup, now we're not, we just confront, let's say, relationships very cold, not nurturing, something like that. And look, it just said changing into the King and the Queen of Cups. Not only, yes, this is love, but this is speaking balance between your masculine, feminine energy, but also it's like more so in tune with your emotions, in tune with more nurturing energy, softer energy. And that could just be softer energy towards you, not being so hard on yourself. Okay, but I don't know why there's such a big distraction here on like going, it's almost like going through life with a buried kind of mentality, like putting it in the back burner, right? Not it's hard to address certain emotions, being very avoidant when it comes to emotions in all aspects. I hope that made sense. I felt like that was so cryptic, but we could definitely dig deeper. I'll be more than happy to answer this on like, a call, or if you want to Instagram me or send me a message to WhatsApp. Okay. Number 5555. Hey, sis. I just said that, right? Sorry. Number 5555. Hopefully nobody caught that. Okay. Hope all is well. All right, tell me about this apartment complex in Arizona. After viewing it, will she get approved by the time her job starts? 8 of Wands, okay. 4 of Pentacles. Let's see. Sorry, I didn't mean that. The Hermit and the Hangman. There's some kind of lack of communication on their end. Yeah, there's a delay. Not to say you won't get it. 8 of Wands, 10 of Cups. I feel like you get it, but not on time. 4 of Pentacles, Hierophant. Yeah. The Hermit, 9 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. There also may be a little restriction with finances, or maybe to get some kind of big lump sum in there. Deposit, etc., etc. So they get it on time. Temperance, 3 of Pentacles. There's a lot of like a little stagnancy. Just feels like the timing part, but I do see you get it. Yeah, 6 of Cups. But not in the speed that you want. Okay, it feels like kind of cutting it close. And there is something here with the 10 of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, 8 of Cups. Yeah, High Priestess. Kind of needing to pay something down to hold it or something like that. There may be an issue around that. It just feels like the speed of things won't coincide with by the time your job starts. But you do get it. You do get it. It just, there may be some kind of delay. You know, the funny part with tarot is like, it could be a delay of like 1 or 2 days, right? But it's almost like you may have to maybe stay, it could be like at a hotel or something like that for a few days. Maybe the apartment is not ready, or maybe there's something with the lump sum of you clearing out a check or clearing it being cleared. There's a stagnancy that may not happen by the time the job starts exactly. Does that make sense? But you do get it. You get Yeah, you do get it, but not by the time it's planned. It's not by the plan. It's not by the book. So let's just say you start July 4th. You don't get it July 3rd. You can get it July 6th. You know what I mean? Number 6666. What does spirit need number 6666 to know at this time? What's the message from spirit for number 6666? For number 6666. What's the message from spirit for number 6666? What's the message from spirit for number 6666? What's the message from spirit? The Fool and the Devil. Aquarius energy, Capricorn energy. The Star. Wow. Okay. Aquarius energy again. The Chariot. Whoo, girl. 4 majors. And the Moon, 5 majors. The Empress, 6. Oh, wow. Okay. The Fool. The High Priestess, 7 majors. The Hierophant, 8. Knight of Wands, wow. Queen of Pentacles, and the 7 of Pentacles. Wow. Okay, the Fool and the High Priestess. 3 of Cups. Ooh. There may be a very significant earth sign coming towards you. You may be starting. Why is it 3 of Cups here, though? 10 of Pentacles. Girl, you have celebration coming in. I feel like Spirit wants you to know you are moving into a very and it's very unknown territory in a great way. You may be coming into a very big phase of where you've never experienced financially, loving, energetically. You got a twin flame connection, if you believe in that, a marriage that can be coming in. Heavy Capricorn energy. I feel like, wow, Emperor. You had Empress here. Yeah. Okay, let's see something. Let's see. I feel like if you know your twin, okay, this could, why is the Hierophant and High Priestess here? 8 of Cups. Yeah. Okay, so here is the thing. I feel like you're going to be coming into a very emotionally fulfilling energy, financially, loving, healing on yourself. You may have a divine masculine coming towards you, but I feel like this is once you start facing some kind of shadow side in love. You could already be there. Okay, I feel like with the Hierophant and the High Priestess, I don't know if you know your twin flame or this very big deep energy that you have with someone, or you had. I feel like the minute that you'll be emotionally detaching, what's coming up between her and this person? 9 of Swords, 10 of Swords, yeah, Tower, okay, 4 of Swords, 6 of Wands, and the, I feel like you're gonna start, I'm saying the word in Spanish in my head. Give me a second. I feel like you're going to start, or this could, I don't know. There's something here about a bad ending pushing you into a very beautiful energy. Okay. There is something here about a twin flame energy or someone that you have experienced here. That is bringing you a lot of healing, a lot of growth, a lot of confidence, and is bringing wish fulfillment. And again, this comes after a time of healing. All right. You have a divine masculine that could be coming in, or a feminine, depending on what you like. I feel that with the Knight of Wands, this relationship could be going very quickly, but it's something very divine. It's something that's very much in alignment with you. Okay. You and this person are going to hit it off. There's a lot of emotional energy here. This person is very emotionally, and you know, it's a divine masculine. This person is emotionally mature. I feel like you may start investing in someone. I feel like money's going to be looking good. There's a big leap of faith that you may be taking. Things are going to change big for you in your life. So the life that you know now may not be the life that you may be stepping into. This is total drastic 180, okay? Very different from what you know life to be. And I feel like this is something here. This is a journey that you're going through, okay? I feel like money's going to be looking good. There's a lot of celebration. The divine is like, I'm blessing you here in a way that you have no idea. With the moon, King of Swords, the Lovers, yeah, justice. You have karmic justice coming in love and finances and money. And this is also from a lesson that you've learned, from some kind of heartbreak. There's some kind of elevation that you're stepping into, okay? And this can be from people, places, or things that you were linked to that were toxic. I feel like with the Five of Pentacles, once you leave that out in the cold, this is what you're going to be stepping into. But why is this twin flame connection here? Two of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, and the Five of Swords, the Strength. Yeah, Nine of Swords, Three of Pentacles. I don't know. Page of Swords, the Sun. There's something about you finding out something about this person. That could be past energy. But again, there's a very big push after a devastating love situation, after a heartbreak, okay? And you're getting emotionally, like, compensated here. You know those commercials is like, oh, I'm sorry. I know. I'm so sorry. I resonate with that one, by the way. But this is, I don't know if this is your reading, but this is amazing. This is amazing. So I was saying, you know, those commercials that we hear on the radio, it's like, if you've been in an accident, just call, we can compensate you. Okay. If you were going through something devastating, the divine is about to bless you in every way, shape, and form possible. And it starts within you, within healing, within you're going to be in such a blissful energy. I just feel like this is something that you have never experienced. Four of Wands, Six of Pentacles, Seven of Swords, Seven of Swords. I feel like, again, this is after a time of someone being avoidant of commitment, something that you went through in the past, something that kept you disappointed. Like, don't worry, your person is coming, okay? I just need you to keep stepping into that energy of alignment and keep going, okay? I don't know if there's a feeling of you sabotaging something. That is not true, all right? I feel like there's someone that's going to come in to show up for you. There's someone that's going to be emotionally ready for you, emotionally stable. All right. And there's a lot of celebration. I feel like you're just entering into a whole new realm here. I keep saying that because that's what I keep seeing. Okay. Financially, things are just going to speed up for you in a way that I don't feel like you even see this coming. And it's because there's healing coming in. And with healing, it opens doors of opportunities. So money's going to be looking good. Love is going to be looking good. You have a beautiful connection, a marriage here. Okay. A lot of investment, stability. Eight of Pentacles, the World, Three of Swords, endings to heartbreaks, okay? Hangman, there's a shift here coming. Again, love, again. All right, emotional fulfillment. There's all of that and more. You're about to step into, like, unicorn, rainbows, and Skittles. This is beautiful. So the divine wants you to, know, don't fret. We're here. We got your back. All right. Whatever you went through, we see it. You're going to be compensated tenfold. All right. Number 7777. Oh, thank you so much. Gotcha. For the Pisces, channel message for the Pisces, present. Tell me about the present moment for the Pisces. You're very welcome, my love. I can't wait to hear about it. For the Pisces, for number 7777. Channel message Tell me about the present energy. What is the present energy? Present energy. The Tower. Empress. Okay. Scorpio energy, Libra, Taurus. The Six of Swords. The Five of Cups. And the Ace of Pentacles. What's the Tower? King of Pentacles. Empress. Nine of Pentacles. Six of Swords. Wheel of Fortune. Five of Cups. High Priestess. I'm not sure. Okay, so present energy. There's some kind of disappointment regarding your stability here. This could also be regarding a connection. Okay, I'm getting two energies here, but there's something about your intuition already knowing this. Like your intuition knew that this was going to happen. There could have been something that... There could be some kind of distance or separation or some kind of silence right now between you and someone. There could have been some kind of ghosting. All right, I'm getting two separate energies. What's the Tower and the King of Pentacles? Page of Wands. So someone in the present energy with that walked away. The Devil, heavy Capricorn energy. Jesus, this Devil doesn't stop coming up. May want to come back for another chance after a Tower moment. There was something though about this being like intuitively, you knew this was going to be disappointing. What's the Empress and the Nine of Cups? Justice. I feel like somebody wants to come back in to make things right. Ace of Swords. The World. They want to definitely close out a cycle of disappointment. But why is the Ace of Pentacles, Five of Swords, King of Swords? There's someone else here. Nine of Cups. Okay, this could be two things. You could be meeting someone new. It could be both, and or you could be meeting someone new, and that's creating some kind of interference with the new person. So there's a new opportunity, or this person coming back could also be a little bit sabotaging to your finances. This person could be a little blockage for you. Four of Pentacles. Yeah, you may feel like you want to hold back because intuitively you feel like this is going to be a disappointment again. Intuitively, I feel like you need to just hold on, pause, and not jump back into whatever this is quickly. There's a very superficial energy though from this person. I don't know if this person is very financially well off or something, but there's something very superficial about them. This is also giving me this person you're holding also the present energy feels like they're still holding back from commitment. And that's why I feel with the Five of Cups, Judgment, yeah, Ace of Wands, getting back into this may be a little confusing. So this could be someone that maybe, lacked commitment, or this is someone that you were holding that, kept you in a single energy. They didn't give you that kind of place, even though you're showing up as the Empress. So they fumbled you. Now they want to come back around. But logically, this is sabotaging for you. Five of Swords, Eight of Wands, yeah, Four of Wands. It's sabotaging in things that you want. Maybe you want the commitment. So stepping back into this energy with this person would only bring some kind of stagnancy. And it's almost like pulling teeth. Like you'd be the one chasing. You'd be the one pressuring. You'd be the one waiting, wanting. Okay? This is more of a burden to you than anything else. This person is very avoidant. There could be also something here about you finding out about another third person or outside person. Okay, yeah, something could have came out. Some kind of competition could have came out to the sun, or this may be the energy that's coming up. I feel like what you're trying to manifest is emotional connection here. All right. But with the Devil and Three of Swords, I don't know. There's something that you need to block out from whoever this is showing up in your energy that wants another chance. You're trying to manifest emotional connection. Someone emotionally available. Somebody emotionally mature. This person is not showing up in that energy. Okay. And when, so I had this conversation with someone recently. It was today, actually. When we are, when we listen to our intuition, or it's almost like the example of when we know God, we're held to certain standards, right? And when you know intuitively you're going to be stepping back into a situation that may not be good for you, this could also block your blessings. So what's coming up in this situation? What's coming up in this situation? There's a lot of financial prosperity here for you too. So yeah, there may be an energy here of like, because you know God, you know, you're you know, there's a awakening here on your end. You vibe in a very different frequency from whoever this is. So you're going to be, you know better. You're held more to an accountable. And I feel like the divine could be a little bit more harsher to people like us. What's coming up? Which can mean blocking blessings, especially when it comes around your money. What's coming up in this situation? The Hermit. The Three of Swords. The King of Swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Virgo energy. Heavy Aquarius energy. And the Fool. Heavy Aquarius energy. The Hermit. Three of Cups. Three of Swords. Six of Pentacles. King of Swords, Seven of Cups, the Star, King of Cups. You have two people showing up. You may have three people. You may have options coming up. The Hermit and the Three of Cups, Queen of Swords. I feel like you will be very logical about this. What's the Hermit? The Six of Swords, Three of Cups, Magician. I feel like you know exactly what you want to manifest. So what is she going to do about this person? Seven of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, Death. Yeah, because you've learned some kind of lesson, because you know what you're ready to invest in, because you could be one that maybe want a relationship, want to get married, want to date with intention. I feel like you're putting this to an end, okay? You may think about it though, right? The temptation is there. You may think about it. But you know what you're manifesting, and I feel like you're going to be sitting on that. Even though, you know, I feel like there's a lot of healing coming in as well from this situation. Nine of Pentacles. You're going to be, there's a lot of options here. The World, yeah. Five of Wands. You're going to have competition. And I feel like one of these people are definitely that person we just addressed. The person from your past. King and Queen of Swords. Eight of Swords. I feel like you're going to be in your head about it. But I feel like, again, you're going to be stepping into intention. And you may be leaving someone out in the cold, even though there's still a little emotional attachment here. Five of Pentacles. You don't trust this person. And I feel like you're going to go on to work with this Emperor. What's this Emperor? Knight of Pentacles, Eight of Wands, and the King of Pentacles. You have a relationship coming in. I feel like you're going to free yourself from whoever this is, and you're going to be stepping into a relationship with Daddy. You know, the King of Pentacles and the Emperor is my daddy's card. All right. It may go slow, though. Knight of Pentacles. Three of Wands. Yeah, Four of Pentacles. I feel like you may be a little avoidant on this person, this new person, whoever this is. But you do have Ace of Wands, some kind of new and successful relationship coming in. Nine of Swords. This person, this past person is going to make you anxious. And here you are following your intuition. With the Three of Swords, this gives me like, I don't forget the pain. I don't forget what I went through with, you know, this person. You know, this is you following your intuition. Now, it's so different from what I saw. All right. Because I saw maybe you stepped back into the energy or something like that. Even intuitively knowing you gave maybe someone another chance, or there was something that you kept doing. But I feel like you're breaking that cycle. And whoa, look at what you got. King and Queen of Pentacles. You got a relationship here that you're going to work. I feel like you're going to shut out all the noise. Knight of Wands, Ten of Cups. Yeah, this could definitely, you're going to be, I feel like you're going to be leaving someone out. Okay, this person's going to be very disappointing, but you're like riding off in the sunset with someone else. Somebody here is very selfish. Somebody here is full of competition, full of mind games. Death and Ace of Pentacles. You're going towards something new, something where you find stability. The sun. You're riding off in the sunset with someone else. That's what I'm getting. Anything else? I love these cards. What do number 7777 need to be aware of coming up? Hey, love. It was from my godfather for my 16th birthday. May he rest in peace. Number 7777. 7777. What does she need to be aware of coming up? Spiritual excuse and lack of self-love. That spiritual excuse is that same energy where we know better. Okay? But with lack of self-love, not to say you don't love yourself, there could be some kind of insecurity here. Maybe you feel like, am I not following my intuition? Is this what, you know, you may be questioning that. Imposter syndrome. What spiritual excuse? Family loyalty. You may feel like you owe someone something, or there's some kind of guilt surrounding this when someone comes back around. Lack of self-love. Energy sponge. But stepping back into whatever this is going to be an energetic sponge. That's why I saw somebody could be a block to you. Imposter syndrome. Evading happiness. You are allowed to be happy. Why is imposter syndrome and evading happiness? Certainties. Dark passenger. You know, I'm not sure. We may be getting a little bit too deep here, and I don't want to overstep my boundaries, but I will. There may be an energy here where there may be an energy, and I say this often, but this is really that energy. With dark passenger, there is something here about your inner dialogue. It may be situations that you've dealt with that weren't healthy. And when somebody comes around and there's some kind of healthy vibe to them or a healthy relationship, there may be some kind of situation where you may avoid, okay? Like, it is okay to be happy. It is okay to be loved. But I feel like there's a very strong link to not knowing, is almost not being in control of some kind of happy ending. That could be some linked to you evading happiness. Nothing is ever guaranteed, okay? Nothing is ever guaranteed. Only who you are and you know what comes. Repetitive patterns, yeah. So I feel like the energy, it comes a lot. And this is, again, a little bit deep. It comes a lot from past situations that you were with. Maybe you're used to a certain kind of dialogue. You're used to a certain kind of, I don't want to say toxicity, but I feel like when we've dealt with toxic people and we finally meet someone healthy, that's a bit scary. All right. But also that doesn't come from those experiences. This also comes with when you meet this person, it's like, okay, this is different. This is scary, right? Anything different could be weird, could be scary, but it also has to do with some kind of shadow that you need to work on. All right. Not realizing that you're just evading happiness because you want the certainties. It's easier to go back to something that we feel familiar because at the end of the day, there may be a certainty there. Meaning, I know this sounds pretty contradicting, but as humans, this happens. Even though something may end up in a disappointment, it's still comfortable and you still may go for it because it's comfortable, even though you know it may end up in disappointment. With someone new, someone healthy, a vibe you haven't experienced. Oh, my phone is about to die. Hold on. All right, we're just gonna have to be off of the microphone. Sorry, girl. So with someone new, as far as something new and experience, that kind of triggers an energy of like panic and not knowing the certainty of that trajectory. Does that, I hope this makes sense. So it's still some kind of lack of self-love, okay? Because we avoid it. We avoid the healthy because we don't know where that's going to lead to. Well, what if, you know, I really fall for this person, even though the past person, you know, it's like, you know what to expect. So it's almost like a comfortable, it's like a comfortable toxicity of knowing, well, this shit is going to end disappointment. I'm prepared for it. You're not prepared for this new person. Okay, so what you need to be careful of is the spiritual excuse, okay? The loyalty you may feel towards someone, okay? And somebody here repeating some kind of repetitive pattern. Thank you. Thank you, Peter. Appreciate it. Okay. Anything else about the situation coming up? Anything else about this situation coming up? Anything else about the situation coming up? 10 of Cups, 8 of Wands, Hierophant, ooh, Knight of Wands, and the Page of Pentacles. 10 of Cups, the Sun. You got happiness coming in. 2 of Pentacles, but you're unsure about it. Okay, you got commitment coming in. The Star, yeah. And the 2 of Swords, though. But see, it's like you may refuse to see it. You have a very strong emotional connection coming in. Here goes that person that's emotionally available. This could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. You've manifested this, but the minute that the Knight of Wands, it comes in, 2 of Cups, the relationship comes in. It's like now I'm unsure because of the uncertainties, because I don't know what happens next. I don't know how this ends. 9 of Wands, yeah, Ace of Pentacles, and 2 of Wands. Okay, I feel like you struggle through it internally, but there's your happy ending. Okay, you're happily ever after. The 4 of Wands, the Chariot, the King and the Queen of Cups. Okay, happily ever after, love, the end. It's like a Cinderella story for you. Queen of Wands, 3 of Swords, and the Queen of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles, Ace of Swords. You get some kind of breakthrough, some kind of clarity. I feel like the person that you do meet brings some kind of clarity in a heartbreaking situation that you were in. It feels different. It's like, oh, okay, this is what it's supposed to feel like. Not a struggle. I hope that made sense. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Everybody should have gotten their question answered. I'm just looking back to make sure. Yes. Okay, cool. Thank you everyone again for being here. Sis, Martinez, Astro, thank you all for supporting me. I'm not really that sleepy, but I should go to bed. I don't know. I'm a little hyped up right now. I kind of want to do all signs, but I may not. I don't know. Anywho, love you guys. Have a wonderful night. I will timestamp this in a few. And if I don't see you tonight, I'll definitely see you guys tomorrow. All right, guys. Oh, and by the way, guess what? I'm getting done tomorrow, my lashes. So, you know, I'm going to be feeling myself tomorrow. All right. Bye, everyone. Have a good night.